inside a dark and mysterious forest, there lived a witch. The villagers whispered her name was Fear, Baba Yaga. They said her house was unlike any other, for it stood on giant chicken legs, and they warned that no child who dared to enter her forest ever returned. But one day, a brave young girl had no choice but to go there. The question on everyone's mind was, would she ever escape the clutches of the fearsome Baba Yaga? Long, long ago, in a small, snowy village in Russia, a young girl lived with her father and her cruel stepmother. This girl was a heart of kindness, always hardworking and gentle to everyone and everything. But her stepmother, for reasons unknown, despised her. One freezing cold morning, the stepmother devised a wicked plan. She gave the girl a dangerous, almost impossible task. Go deep into the forest, she commanded, and bring back fire from Baba Yaga's house. A chill ran down the girl's spine. Everyone in the village knew about Baba Yaga, the powerful and terrifying witch who lived in the darkest part of the woods. People said she ate children for dinner, but the girl was obedient and brave, so she wrapped herself in a thin shawl and began her long, frightening journey. The forest was even darker and more silent than she had imagined. Giant, ancient trees with gnarled branches reached for the sky, blocking out almost all the sunlight. The air was still and heavy. After walking for what felt like an eternity, her heart pounding with every step, she saw something truly strange through the trees. It was a small wooden house, perched in a clearing. But this was no ordinary house. It was slowly, strangely, moving. Because it stood on two enormous chicken legs, the legs would bend and straighten, turning the house this way and that. Taking a deep breath to steady her nerves, the girl gathered all her courage and walked right up to the bizarre hut. She knocked softly on the wooden door. The door opened with a loud, slow creak, revealing the shadowy interior. And there, hunched over by a massive stove, sat Baba Yaga herself. Her nose was long and crooked, her hair was a tangled mess, and her eyes were as sharp and mysterious as a cat's. "Why have you come here, little one?" the witch's voice rasped, like dry leaves skittering across the ground. The girl, though trembling, spoke politely and clearly. She explained that her stepmother had sent her to fetch fire, as their own had gone out. Baba Yaga stared at her for a long, uncomfortable moment, her sharp eyes seeming to look right into the girl's soul. "I will give you fire," she finally said, "but nothing in this forest is free. First, you must complete some tasks for me." The witch then gave the girl a long list of difficult, back-breaking chores. She had to sweep the entire dusty hut until it was spotless, cook a grand feast fit for a witch, and sort through a huge pile of mixed grains, separating every single poppy seed from every speck of dirt. It seemed impossible, but the girl did not complain. She worked carefully and patiently, tackling one task at a time. And because she had always been kind to nature, the small animals of the forest came to her aid. Mice scurried to sort the grains, a friendly cat helped keep the hearth clean, and birds guided her to the best herbs for the meal. When Baba Yaga flew back to her hut in her giant mortar and pestle, she was astounded. The house was immaculate, the food was delicious, and every single grain was perfectly sorted. The girl had finished everything. Impressed by her diligence, Baba Yaga finally took a glowing skull with fiery eyes from her fence and placed it in a lantern. "Take this and go home," the witch said, her voice a little less harsh than before. The girl thanked her, took the strange, fiery lantern, and ran. She ran as fast as her legs could carry her, never looking back, until the dark forest was behind her and the familiar lights of her village were in sight. She had returned, safe and sound. So how did she escape? It wasn't with a magic sword or a clever trick. The girl escaped the witch not with great strength or power, but with something much more special, her unwavering kindness and her quiet, steady patience. Her good heart won over the forest creatures, and her hardworking nature impressed the fearsome Baba Yaga herself. This old story teaches us a timeless lesson, that kindness and courage are powerful tools. They can help you overcome even the scariest, most impossible challenges you might face in life. Did you enjoy this mysterious story from old Russia? If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends who love fairy tales. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more amazing stories for kids from all around the world. Now, we have to ask, would you be brave enough to enter Baba Yaga's forest? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.